What's good, everybody? It's your boy, I am Shane Black, back with another video. This is podcast episode 3, and today I got my very, very talented guest, Slugg Breath, in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Yo.
Yes. They have a video. They actually just had their album drop. Yesterday?
Yesterday, the 7th.
Yes. I'm sitting here with Laz and Burn. You know what? You guys, they're from the IE. I want you guys to represent for the IE, and I want you guys to make sure to hit their Instagram up under Slugg Breath. Follow me, of course, under Instagram. I am Shane Black, Twitter, YouTube. But enough about me. Let's talk to these men.
Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
Yo, we definitely repping the IE, and we're repping the IE all the way down to Long Beach. I'm originally from Long Beach, grew up in Long Beach, and
Strong Beach in the building.
I know he grew up in a lot of OC.
Santa Ana, and eventually we made our way up there to Colton and all around.
Okay, so you up there. Okay.
Yeah, so we like to rep everything from the IE down to LB.
Okay, cool. So I mean, I understand that Californians, we all like to stick together. We all like to stick together. Yes, that's SoCal love, and much love to the Bay as usual. But right now we in SoCal vibes. We gotta love the SoCal artists out here.
Yeah.
We need that love. We need that support. And
definitely.
You know what? I was bumping some of y'all classics from before the new album dropped.
Okay.
But yeah, I call them classics because I know what they are. Now, I was running down your track list. I want to know, you guys on this album, what do you guys feel about this vibe? Tell me about the vibe of this album.
The vibe of this album is mostly like a R&B type of vibe. It's kind of different from, I guess you would say, like the original Slugg Breath sound, or like what we've been putting out thus far. But it's a concept album, and we just want to stick true to that concept sound and just build something new, show everybody we're doing something different,
Okay, dope.
Yeah, we definitely taking a couple elements from R&B, our classic stuff, and then trying to do some different stuff, and kind of come up with a new little SoCal sound.
SoCal sound.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you guys mentioned that, because a lot of artists trying to sound like other artists nowadays.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard some of your styles, and I felt like a 90s, me personally, because it was like R&B, but then at the same time it was like that new album was like kind of like you could feel it in your soul sometimes. So it's like a soul trap type of thing for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, it sound kind of Texas-ish mixed with some California-ish.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Yeah,
and because the y'all cadences and flow was just like it was deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Tell me about that. Tell me about that.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because that you mentioned the Texas sound, because I do listen to a lot of Houston rappers.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, we're a big fan of like Zero, Maxo Cream.
Dope.
Yeah, dude, we really put our foot in our mouth with that one. We wanted to take those R&B type of beats, because at first we were looking for more hip hop beats, but we were coming across all these kind of R&B-ish. And we're like, let's fuck around and let's ride this.
Yeah.
Get that wave. Do something different.
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that from a lot of artists. My podcast is about, promoting the best and doing the best. So I got to have the best on the show. So y'all need to touch bases with Slugg Breath. Follow them, like their content. Where are you guys streaming?
Everywhere.
Yes.
Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, YouTube, SoundCloud,
No excuses.
Audio Mac, Pandora, iHeartRadio.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Okay. Now, you guys have been in the game for how long?
We've been in the game for a minute.
Probably about 10, 12 years, somewhere around that ballpark. I was making music. I say like my stamp where I started taking it seriously was around like 2010, but I was making music.
Wow.
I've been playing piano since I was like 4 years old.
I was just about to ask, besides, rapping and singing, what other things are y'all into?
He likes to dabble on the piano. He's pretty good at it. I took piano lessons as a kid for probably 5 years, and past year I've been took back up on those lessons.
Nice. You got to sharpen that pen, man.
You got to stay on it.
You can't just be one dimensional. You can't.
It's definitely a skill. Like with anything, you don't use that skill. You don't nurture it. You lose it. You know. And myself personally, I've always played keyboards and piano and stuff, but I play by sound, so I can dabble with pretty much any instrument as long as I know the mechanics, how it works. I could pretty much play anything. I could pick up a horn or pick up a bass and never
go
play
at it
and just make music.
Nice. So you like that by ear? You can pick up I know what
As long as I know how it works, the mechanics of it, how it works, I can make anything.
Dope.
That's why he's so quick to pick up on that singing.
Man,
a lot of that
I
singing
heard that. I heard
album,
that.
yeah.
Harmonizing. You had me, bro.
Yeah.
You had me. Now this album that you have, who's it catered to?
It's catered more for the ladies for sure.
Oh, hey, you know what? That's a good point. Go ahead.
It kind of tripped us out because with our sound, we like, you know, very braggadocious, very like macho kind of sound.
Aggressive.
Yeah, aggressive 90s, classic 90s sound, you know what I'm saying? Like aggressive MC. But we started noticing that our audience was like 60% women. So it's like, okay, well, you know, why don't we try to cater to that? Even though the sound is a bit of a sound change, it's a little bit softer, you still have that rawness of what Slugg Breath is ultimately about in it.
Yeah, the musically, you know, sound wise, when you hear it, you hear all those smooth R&B vibes. But when you really listen to like the lyrics, like we're kind of just still on that play of gangster shit.
I was just about to say, you don't want to lose the demographic. You don't use that. But I understand that, you know, music is for everybody. It ain't just for one person. It ain't just for one genre either. So your stuff might cross over. Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about like crossing over and into like the market you didn't expect?
Oh, I mean, by all means.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we honestly kind of planned for it. Even our approach with this concept album is a little bit different. Instead of us being like, oh yeah, we on that play against the shit for the ladies, we pimping, we running through hoes. It was more so like, okay, well yeah, we still players and pimps, whatever you want to call it.
But it's different.
Switch it up. What if the woman is getting the man? That's the story you don't really hear about. What about the woman who's scamming and who's gold digging on the man? What about their story? You don't hear about that. That's kind of like swept under the rug, hush hush.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we try to tell a different side. I really try to like spread it out so where like it can cross over. You know, females can be like, oh yeah, well, you know, they're for the ladies. You know.
Now, how do you feel about like working with females, working with other artists in the area?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Definitely plan on, you know, doing a lot more reaching out this year, a lot more collaborations and things like that.
Okay, so any tours, anything that people should be knowing about coming up? Or
we might be working on some shows for the summer, but yeah, right now for sure we're just really focused on the music and promoting it and all that. And yeah, as far as working with like females, I got a collab on a solo song with a good friend of mine. I'm gonna have her do some like spoken word stuff.
Nice. Now you're open to all collabs from any kind of genre. Okay, any type of artist. Now I want to know about you personally. Like, what made you think like hip hop, rap, soul, trap, this music life was for me?
Oh man, for me, dude, I've just always loved poetry. I remember fourth grade. The teacher really put us on like a poetry assignment, and I remember when I went home, the first thing I did was I filled up my journal with like 6 different poems original.
Okay.
I was like in 4th grade, and ever since then I've always just loved rhyming words. And then, you know, when I
so that was your low key first rap.
Yeah. then it went into hip hop, and then I was like, oh man, this is just an extreme version of everything that I love.
Like you put it all together. What about you? You went from just working with the keyboard and the instruments to rapping, or
music was always around. How I was raised. My grandfather taught me. My grandfather was a traveling blues musician, so he taught me how to play. And then from there, when we would have like family gatherings, it was always, okay, well, while the older people were drinking and having a good time, it was always, y'all kids go in the back and figure out something to come out here and entertain us with. So we always was popping out with dance routines. We was writing songs. So performing and like creating music was always there early. As I got older, like 13 to 15, 16, I was always making beats.
Okay.
I wasn't necessarily doing things like, you know, like trying to like make a career out of it, but I was making beats.
You was doing it because you loved it.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And then from there, I just, you know, it just took off.
Nice. Any inspirations that artistry wise, like who's in the game right now that you felt like, damn, I just feel something from this artist that I connect with? Like,
for me right now is, and he's my favorite rapper right now, is definitely Maxo Cream. I don't know if you heard of him. He's from Houston. And then my other big inspiration is Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs.
Nice. I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, he stay active. He just dropped an album on 420, and yeah, dude, I've always loved his vibes, the little singing and the rapping, and then the content.
The harmonizing, it's beautiful.
Myself personally, it varies because my musical knowledge is very deep. But right now, one cat that's killing it for me is Larry June. Like he kind of talks about the same subject matter that me and Byrne talk about with Slugg Breath, you know, and even my solo material that's going to be coming out soon. So it's like, I don't know, I kind of like his vibes a lot. I like to see how people are welcoming up to him and like warming up to how his sound is, and like
it's
kind of blowing up.
It's new. It's a new wave, new age. It's like this is the perfect time right now to do anything and everything.
I feel like it's like the second coming of Wiz Khalifa. It's like during that era, it's like okay, weed smoking's getting popular again,
right?
And now it's like coming back.
Yeah, so you got to get back. How do y'all feel about the lyrics? How do y'all feel about the bars? Rate the bars, rate the lyrics. How do y'all feel? How do y'all feel y'all competing to y'all, you know?
Oh, I feel like we're up to par with anything that I've been hearing on the radio.
I feel like, you know, if I dare to say, I feel like we may be even leading the pack. I feel like nowadays this is more about vibe and like the kind of impression you give off with, you know, your sound or your voice or your cadence. But nobody's really paying attention to that in the lyrics.
Okay.
And the very few that are on top. So I feel like we're right up there with them.
Yeah, one thing we do really good is carrying ourselves on the track. Like you can feel the presence.
Yeah, you don't feel like you have to just wait for the next person to come in. Yeah.
You feel the presence and you kind of vibe with that. That's one thing we really got down for sure.
Now tell me, I'm gonna ask both of y'all Mount Rushmore of hip hop artists.
Ooh, why don't you go first?
Your Mount Rushmore. You only get 4.
Ooh, my first song that my grandma be sure to tell me all the time. You know, she's been telling me since I was little. The first song I ever learned how to sing was "Sipping on Gin and Juice." So I gotta put Snoop Dogg up there. Yes. Of course, Tupac, just like politically what he stood for. To come current, I would say Drake, because I've never seen nobody do it quite the way he's done it.
The longevity.
Yeah, the longevity, and it's like, man, it's just like no matter what he drops, whether I personally think it's mid or not, it's like it's always a hit.
Okay.
And man, I won't necessarily say like he's an artist, but I would say really like P. Diddy. As far as like what he did with the game and like his example,
that's different.
And how legendary that was. It's like,
that
man,
is different. Yes, because I thought you were gonna say somebody like I don't know.
I'm just talking purely influence.
Yeah. No, that honestly, I was gonna say Dr. Dre for me, but
see, that's another
like
one too.
Like if you say Diddy, he up there. So
yeah,
I commend you on that one. What about your 4? And
shoot, for me, for sure, one of them would have to be. I mean, I would like to put all the Bone Thugs, but if it's just one person, I'll put just Crazy Bone.
Right.
Because they wouldn't be as hard as they would without him.
Okay.
And
that Ohio love right there.
Yeah. For sure, probably Eminem, just because I was grew up listening to that. I was like right in our little preteen
that era. Yeah. No, I get it.
Shoot, for a third spot, I don't know. I'd probably have to go with Eazy-E for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I always loved Eazy-E songs.
Okay.
He was a kid. Those shits, they're just exciting.
Yeah. No, I understand. That's a different wave, man. He was talking to you on the track too.
Yeah.
He was telling you what it was.
Yeah, Eazy-E's my nigga for sure. A fourth one, that's tough. I'd probably have to go with Snoop Dogg. That Long Beach Love.
That Long Beach Love,
he
man.
He put Long Beach on the map, man, for sure.
Hey, that's what the OGs need to do. They need to look at the game and see the people coming up and crack that door. How do you feel about the gatekeepers in hip hop right now? Like, are they doing the jobs, or do you feel like they're looking at the talent and they're passing on it because they don't have that person that they know?
I feel like personally, what we're aiming to do is to basically just continue to make great music, continue to make music that's over the top, so that when the door is finally cracked open, they have a wealth of material to look through, and they say, okay, yo, these guys are serious, these guys are legit.
They not just new. They not new. Yeah. They have a a blueprint already.
But I feel like at the same time, California has an issue with, of course, cats sounding the same.
True.
And then 2, even if it is a good track, whether he sounds like somebody or it's original, showing somebody love. Some cats will be like, oh, I make music too, or such and such, my brother, my cousin, and then they really like real life hate.
They fighting.
And it's like, it's stupid.
They fight their own brothers in the same
thing. Yeah, it's like we all trying to make it. We can all make it together, and we all just push each other equally. We can really shine a spotlight like, hey, what are those guys doing?
Yeah, we all eat, and a lot of people need to eat. And post-pandemic, everybody needs to eat. You know, I think that like we were talking about earlier, these connections, these networking skills, we need to make better. I guess not just in the rap in the industry. We got people who know how to shoot, edit, produce, bring them with you, tag them on, like tag them in what they do. So I completely agree on that. You know, that gatekeeper mentality goes for everything.
Yeah.
What about your favorite playlist? Like, if you could make a mix of your songs, what would be like the top 5?
Ooh, don't have to be hip hop.
Don't have to be in. Nope.
Okay. Damn, songs?
Yeah, songs. The top 5. Just
okay. I'd have to put an oldie on there. Oh, for sure, I'd have to put Bill Withers.
Ooh, hey, I was just bumping Bill Withers on the.
I probably have to go with "Lean on Me."
Okay.
I can never get tired of that song.
Okay.
Led Zeppelin. Probably "The Ocean" from Led Zeppelin. A Brenton Wood song. I want to say "Oogum Boogum." Ooh. Shoot, this is hard, man.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot. Hey, I gotta put you on the spot, you know.
All right, now I can go into the last couple ones. Hip hop. "Till I Collapse" from Eminem.
Okay.
It's a real good one. And from Crazy Bone, he's got a song called "I Get Around." Yeah, the older I get, the more that song grows on me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. Like, music is supposed to stick.
Yeah.
You know? What about you? Your top 5? It ain't gotta be hip hop.
I would say, as far as it had an impact on me, I would say Elevators, Outkast.
I was just bumping that coming up. I swear to God. It was.
It's so timeless. It sounds so good, and it's so relaxing. Just listen to those snares here. It's like, oh man, bass boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, man, that music.
Just to go back on my sound a little bit, I would say Howlin' Wolf, Spoonful, Ray Charles, Baby Let Me Hold Your Hand, Cameo, Strange, and probably Prince.
Ooh, you stole mine. You stole it. You stole it. I was just about to give you my 5. You stole it.
Prince. I'll dig in deep with this one. I'll probably say She's Always in My Hair.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say Prince. Anything from Purple Rain.
Yeah.
Anything from Purple Rain.
Yeah.
I can listen to the songs and play the movie at the same time.
Yeah. It's a classic.
I would say Prince for sure. Bob Marley. That's who y'all remind me of. That flow is like
love Bob
that
Marley.
Bob Marley. That's storytelling. Like I like a little bit of Biggie, like the storytelling. Yeah. And to bring it current, I would say Drake, because his longevity. Yeah. And if I could add one more, it'll probably be like, I don't know. I'm stuck on this last one, but I want to say freaking like I like Outkast. Like I do. I mean, I wish they would come out with something soon because the game needs it. I feel like if it came out with another Outkast album,
we need more. We need more Andre.
I think if they do something, whether it's Andre by himself or Outkast as we know them, I think it doesn't need to be pumped up. I feel like they should just
slip it in there.
Yeah, like a surprise thing, because I think that would do much better than for them to have anticipation.
Okay.
Because everybody's gonna expect this and that. It's like,
yeah,
I want to hear what Outkast sounds like now in 2021.
Okay. Now, when it comes to, I guess, the industry versus underground, where do y'all fit?
Well, we're definitely independent.
Yeah.
Probably more on the underground side.
Okay.
But our sounds do be sounding mainstream sometimes.
Now, how do you feel about the outside looking in? Like, okay, if we had that promo, if we had that push, we would have the same, success?
I don't know. I feel like if we had a bigger push, bigger platform, we'd definitely have more success. You know, right now we're just trying to get people to realize how dope this shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely like a sound that could be global. The image and the branding itself is like what we stand for, like, you know, over the top confidence, you know, always being yourself, always, you know,
Those morals, those,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
those
just,
standards.
Just, you know, standing on your own 2 feet and just representing yourself. Like, I feel like that's one thing that, you know, everybody wants to like strive to have. Like, oh yeah, I need to have confidence and boost myself. Everybody wants to have that image of themselves, and that's what we try to do. We try to push our image as far as possible. I feel like if we had the budget, there's nobody in the game like that. Everybody, there's people who talk about, oh yeah, we fucking bitches, and then we know, but they don't have our type of crude, like tongue-in-cheek kind of like way of doing things. You know, we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Y'all mentality is different.
Yeah, we even have followers and we have supporters in Colombia.
Nice.
Because I'm Colombian, and so we kind of push that a little bit, and so we've been drawing in a couple people from Colombia who support our shit.
Dope.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I love the fact that you guys can touch other continents. You know what I mean? You can go here, you can go there, and they know who you are.
Yeah.
They sing your songs with you. Like, hey, you from the States? Okay, we gonna support you.
Yeah.
How do you feel like the support in other countries compared to the support from the States?
Oh, they're more supportive for sure. Because, dude, if they're supporting and enjoying the song just off the vibes alone, not even understanding what we're saying,
But they understand, like,
and they're with it. Yeah.
And then not
with
only
it.
that, especially with like today's social media age, they're more apt to like hit you up and let you know, like, hey, you're dope. We're really banging you out here. We're messing with you. And
We
like,
support.
that's the part
Yeah,
that,
they
like,
send us messages
Yeah.
in Spanish and stuff. I'm not very good at Spanish, but I bust out my Spanish just to keep in contact with
just
them.
to keep in contact.
Uh-huh.
Hey, that's love right there. I want to thank you guys for sure. I want to know. I just thank you guys for flipping that switch, because it's not just the States that listen to you. I'm like, if I can get this podcast in other countries, go ahead. You know, tap in. I want this. You know, I want you guys to be on the same. You know, we helping each other.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people now, they have this mentality. Oh yeah, when I get on, I'm gonna bring my other people on. But you need to bring them with you at the same time.
Yeah.
Success. You know, what if your camera guy make it and he know y'all need a video shot and he put y'all on. You know what I mean? It don't hurt to help somebody.
Yeah.
So my next question to you guys is, if you guys had one collab, who would it be with and why? One collab with anybody, dead, alive.
Somebody on a Slugg Breath tip for sure. Probably go with somebody current, somebody alive, somebody active. I don't know. I think. See, I want to say this, but then it feels like he's just so on top of the game of that anybody would say it. But I'd say like Travis Scott or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, you got to think about his influence. You got to think about, you know, who he touches, who, you know what I mean, and what they mean to you.
But yeah, it'd be like Travis Scott or Kid Cudi, or I'd even fuck around with Chance the Rapper.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one, Chance. I mean, you know, like same thing, like, you know, the guys on top, so it's like, okay, well, but Young Thug, like one thing I like about Thug is like he does some different stuff.
He is who he is.
His voice sounds different, and then he puts the
is.
auto tune on that, and then they get that sounding just right. It's like the whole mix of it's like, man, there's cats that mimic it, but it's like, dude, that's why they're on top making money too, because you can't.
That's the Young Thug vibe. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's over the top. And it's like it's very recognizable.
Okay. Now this social media game, how do y'all feel about it? How do you feel like y'all running y'all social medias?
I feel like we're running it real G, dude. I feel like it looks real legit. I'm loving the way everything we're doing social media wise is coming out.
Talk your shit. Let them know where you at, what you gonna do with it. Like,
we tried our best to make sure everything looks as professional as it can before we put it out.
Dope.
Whether it's our music video. I'm sure you've seen us posting like 1 rose, 2 rows for each number of the track list.
I saw
like,
that little artistic
shit.
shit.
The shit that we do that all ourselves. Everything's done in house. All the pictures, all the video, and
so y'all got a good team. Y'all got a good squad. Y'all got a good we
got some good eyes too to let us
that's
know.
Good. That's what it's about.
Kimono Hashi Enterprises, Polar Pot Gang, you know.
Okay.
All in house.
All in house. Keep it in house.
Shout out to Josh.
Oh yeah, Most Finest Productions.
All right. Yeah. What do you guys think about I guess the future generation of hip hop? How do y'all feel about it? Like the ones that come after you and listen to Slugg Breath and say, "Oh shit,
I feel like
I bumped this shit."
at this point, the next generation of hip hop could sound like anything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It could really sound like anything.
The next generation of hip hop, I don't even think it will be. I mean, yeah, the bass may be hip hop, but I don't even think you can even call it hip hop anymore. Because these guys are doing some different stuff with their vocals. It's like, yo, that's alternative.
Yeah. Like you could just hum on the track and then just loop or do whatever you got to do in the booth, and there's your.
But see, at the same time, I feel like that speaks to like the ingenuity of hip hop, anyways. Because like even back in the day, it was all about, okay, well, you find that sample, you find that one little excerpt from this song that was like, yo, we made something over the top of this loop, and it's like, you know, everybody's heard this same song over and over and over again, but it's about what you can do with it.
Okay. Now, when you say what you can do with it, do you feel like if you can do it, they can do it, or do they need to be taught? How do you feel about people being taught how to?
Well, I mean, you got to learn somehow.
Yeah, I mean, I know some people out here that just, oh yeah, I'm related to such and such, so I'm just gonna piggyback off of them. Like,
see, when you're being taught something like, and it's not something that you've had a lot of years to develop, you're gonna sound like the teacher. And as opposed to learning on your own, shit. Yeah, as opposed to learning on your own, developing this on your own, you're gonna have your sound. That's all you.
Okay.
I feel like too, I mean, like even down to this day, like with my personal creative process, like if there's somebody that I was listening to, it's like, okay, well, yeah, their sound can kind of aid this song. I don't necessarily bite their sound, but there may be a certain cadence that I take. Okay, for this little section of this flow, I'm gonna take that and pop like that. You know, little things like that where it's like, yo, if you can do that and do that for multiple genres or multiple artists in one song, you're gonna have some go with it. It's gonna be a sound nobody's heard before, but it sounds familiar at the same time.
Okay. I think that you guys are touching a lot of bases right now, and I feel like if these generations are listening to you, I want them to pick up. I want them to learn, like, you don't have to be mainstream. You don't have to. Yeah. You can do this from your basement. Computers are. A laptop is $1,000. You can make your own. You can create your own lane. I think that this is what we need to do now. I mean, this pandemic has taught us anything to create our own lane, create our own voice. We don't have to, like you said, we can sound like them, but we don't have to sound like them.
Yeah.
And I like that the most. Like you said,
you could be influenced.
Yeah, you could be influenced, but you don't have to rip it.
I feel like the struggle is a really good, strong part of the process because let's say you're struggling, you don't have the equipment you need, but you're struggling to get it, you're going to come up with a totally different sound that you didn't even think you were going to be able to make.
Yeah, because what one person can do with the touch of a button, you really have to work to achieve that sound or achieve, what they're trying to do.
I feel like a lot of people can come up with a lot of new stuff
just off of
taking the time to try to do stuff on their own.
Taking your time, creating your lane.
I would say for cats out there trying to do it, or like, oh, today's my first day trying to record or whatever the case. It's like, dude, if there's a come up, you got a buddy who can loan a mic, or you get a cheap mic, whatever. Do what you got to do. The main thing is to make sure that you eventually invest in what you're doing, because the more you invest, the easier it becomes and the better your sound gets. But don't be afraid to do the work too.
Invest in yourself.
Yeah, if you're not investing in yourself, you don't value yourself.
Exactly.
That's the way I see it. Like, if you really value the music you're making, like with a dollar sign, you'd put dollar signs behind it.
Okay. Yep. You gotta spend money to make money. What about the fashion sense? Do you have to have the latest gear, newest J's? Tell me what's in your closet.
I don't think you do, but I think it really helps.
It definitely helps. That's how it is in hip hop nowadays. It's
because
like
you want to be an eye catcher.
Yeah.
Like everybody in hip hop, it's like, okay, everybody in hip hop got like the latest shoes, or I got them too.
What's your favorite?
My favorite dunk, and I own it too. Is the C&K dunks. It was a Europe and Asia exclusive. And it's got like on the back, it's got like sound waves.
Oh yeah.
Did you camp out? Do you miss camping out?
I've only had to camp out a couple of times, but I do miss it. It's fun.
Yeah, it's about the experience.
Yeah, it sucks now because everybody's raffling stuff off.
Yeah. What about you? What's in your collection?
I'm a bit of kind of like an everyman. My whole thing is like personally down to my personal taste. I got the J's and things like that, but like I go for style and comfortability. Like I like, of course, my forces.
Nice. So you're not about the hype, more about the comfort.
Yeah, comfort, and not necessarily comfort, but how it looks. How it looks on foot.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How it looks on foot mostly.
Okay, my collection, dude. I
What's your most expensive? Start from the most expensive.
Ooh, just recently, I bought my first pair of Louis Vuitton.
Oh,
$1,000 sneaker. I was like, ooh, okay. I thought Jordans were bad.
felt like a new man when you put those on.
I was like, you know what? We had another level, and then I was like, let me get some red bottoms next. That's next, but not right now. Like Louis Vuitton. Like I was like, oh, did I just really spend $1,000 on some shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I've done it.
And then right below that, I would say, I like comfort. I got some Air Max 90s. Okay. I got some Yeezy Boost.
Okay.
I got a whole bunch of DS Yeezys. I have Space Jam from 2016. I ain't even touched.
Okay.
I love 11s. I love 11s and 9s. Like I like 9s because I'm wearing them right now, but I like the nostalgia. I like the history behind the shoe more than the shoe.
Yeah.
11s are so classy and elegant looking.
I like the story. I love ones. I love ones because you can put them with anything.
Yep.
You can wear them with anything. I love ones.
Yeah.
And nowadays, ones are coming with different laces. You can always lace swap.
Yeah.
So I would say 1s, 11s, and maybe 9s or 12s. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I only do lace swaps on my dunks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the only ones that ever really needed it. But shoot, some of my expensive ones. Let me brag a little bit. I got the Travis Scott ones.
Ooh, hey. You probably might have to give them to me.
I got the Travis Scott Air Forces, the first ones, the white ones. See, I got the Piet Mondrian dunks.
Nice.
I got the Chunky Dunkies.
Hey, I want them. I'm not even gonna front. You just had me at Chunky Dunkies. Yeah.
I haven't even worn them yet, but I got those.
How'd you get those, man?
I had to pay resale,
yeah,
but I got them early
before.
I
get it.
Got them for still low price compared to where they're at now.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. I can't even think of all my shoes off the top of my head. Too many, dude. I got like 30 grand worth of shoes.
Okay. Now this is how I'm gonna close this out for the shoe lane. Kanye West, his impact on the shoe game, because I want them Red Octobers.
There wouldn't be no hype right now if it weren't for him. He brought the hype back because
he brag about it too.
Probably like around the late 2000s, like 2009, 2010, 2011, the hype was dead. But Ye got with Nike, then went to Adidas, and ever since then, everybody just got more hype, and now we're back in the hype phase.
Now, do y'all talk about shoes in y'all music?
Oh yeah,
all the time.
All right, let me know what y'all talking about in y'all music.
It's more of a tongue-in-cheek type of things. Like if you're a sneakerhead, you'll catch the line. Like I think in Rubies and Sapphires, I said, turn a check into a drip, just like a chunky donkey. Nice. And like it's all a bunch of little tongue-in-cheek lines like that. I had another song where I said, stomping out my foes in my bread toes.
No. I was like, wait. Stomping out my foes in my bread toast. Like, you gotta know the shoe. You gotta know what you're talking about. You gotta know the number. Yeah. So I'm like,
a lot of little tongue-in-cheek like that. I got another one where I said, something about running from the cops, and I can't remember my bars exactly, but I was running from the cops, and I evade them because I got my ghosts on. Ghosts like a pair of dunks.
Yeah, see them ghost dunks.
Yeah.
What about you? Or you just say, you know what, F it, I'm just go.
No, I be going in with my stuff too. Definitely talking about sneakers and stuff like that. We have a couple of songs. We had a song called Blue Tints.
I got those too. I got those still on DS.
We got a song called Blue Tints in the vault. We definitely plan on releasing that later on this year.
Dope.
But, yes, I mentioned it. I have some up and coming material where I say Air Jordan 1s with the zoom in it.
Oh yeah.
Got my pinky toe hurting, but I'm still putting work in. You know what I'm saying?
They do hurt though if you got that pinky toe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That pinky toe gets a squeezing up on you. But it's like, I'm still out here, still putting work in them.
Putting y'all work in. I really support you guys. I really appreciate you guys.
Likewise.
And it's only up from here.
Yeah.
I feel like
we're only going up.
You have no choice.
Yeah.
What this year and what last year taught us is no excuses. So that's how I'm living my life. And I'm like, you know what? We have no choice but to go up. If you got any message for the people, And you know, if they listening to this and they watching this, let them know where to find you. What you got, little gems.
Hey, well, I'm just saying, like, if you're catching us now, you want to hop on the train now, because we've been doing nothing but going up and at a pretty fast rate, dude. Because we barely started dropping projects this year, 2021, and our first project without anybody even know who we are, we're already at almost like 10,000 streams.
Yeah.
So this next project is going to be even bigger. So if you waiting to hop on, don't wait.
Yeah. Yeah, catch the train.
Hop on
man.
with us now. Yeah,
please.
We do a good job of making sure that we make all our social medias and everything that we do at Slugg Breath or /Slugg Breath. So make sure that you follow us on all platforms.
Man, that's love, man.
Other than that, I mean, yeah, like, you know, we got some real dope shit. Everything that we do is well thought out. And it's thought out with you in mind. So shout out to everybody out back home in IE, Inland Empire, you know, Corona, Lake Elsinore.
Let them know, man.
You know, shout out to everybody out there, you know, showing us love. You know, shout out to
California
IROC and
love, for real.
everybody.
Hey,
But
shout out to IROC, man.
but man, definitely, you know, it's just about doing what you're trying to do and doing it to the fullest. And we take our shit very seriously, and we doing it for y'all. So please enjoy it.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
all the time and money we're putting into all these pictures, posts, and
Projects, man.
projects and everything.
Hours.
We're not doing it for us. You know, we can hear it and be happy, but everything else visually
It's a message.
is for the people.
Yeah. So I mean, I leave it at this. Like, this podcast is not for us. It's for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a no-name podcast. It's not about the name. It's about the content.
Yeah.
That's what I stand by with this podcast. So I thank you guys for coming through.
Thank you
I
for
appreciate you
having
guys
us.
for
Having us.
you know coming through the No Name Podcast. You already know where to find these men. You already know where to find me, and I thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And y'all have a good one. Till the next time.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
indeedy. Woo.
Support my man
Peace.
Shane Black.
Mess. Thank you.